Good evening and thank you for joining us. The spirit of chuck wagons has taken over the border city. Now, while all attention this week is on the drivers and outriders, well, off the track, it's a different story. Now, we've all heard the saying, behind every good man is an even better woman. Well, Anna Stanislaw brings us the story of the CPCA's Women of the Wagons and the fundraising they do in the community.
I don't care what's going on in your life. When you walk in the front door of that hospital and you walk out, you have no problems.
CPCA announcer Les McIntyre was overcome with emotions as he spoke about his experience with the Children's Hospital of Saskatchewan.
Some of you know how cocky I can be and how goofy I can be on a microphone. And somebody always said that nothing ever gets to you. That's wrong.
Wives, sisters, girlfriends, and those related to the chuck wagon teams have collaborated for the 4th year, raising funds for charities, most notably the Children's Hospital of Saskatchewan.
We've had a few wagon drivers get hurt over the last couple years, so we've helped them out with a little bit of money and donations that way.
It's nice to be able to give back to people who need help, and unfortunately every year it seems like there is wagon drivers and outriders that get hurt, and being part of this and knowing how expensive it is to go down the road, it's nice to be able to help them out.
Kim Carey says just like any sport, once you're done competing, everyone gets along.
Everyone's super competitive on the track, but in general off, everybody gets along and you help each other out. Somebody needs a horse, guy's going to help a horse. If a wagon driver gets hurt or something like that, you of course want to help them out.
$30,000 was donated to the hospital last year. Organizers hope to surpass it.
100, 525, 500, 525, and I have sold it for $500. Thank you, young lady.
It shows that the CPCA is a big happy family, and that everybody pitches in and helps out the community and the surrounding area.
Anna Stanislaw, Newcap News.
And of course, many people in the border city getting into the CPCA spirit. Businesses were dressing up their buildings and windows to show their support for the wagons. Now, Bev Harland of Jetstream Personal Consulting is proud to have won the CPCA decorating contest. But it was more than just a window painting for the team as they decked the office in the full CPCA spirit.
We just started hauling in everything we possibly could. Between my dad and my father-in-law, a lot of stuff around to bring in here and decorate with.
Harlan's family are regulars at the chuck wagon races and are proud to celebrate that part of Lloydminster's culture.
I can't believe the people that come and follow it. The guys are great. It's huge for Lloydminster because we're an oil community, but we're also agriculture. We have everything here, and it's one sector of the industry that we can support.
And not a bad first place prize. The company has won free advertising with Newcap and The Source. Well, a heads up for motorists needing to access a portion of Highway 17 this weekend. The city says they will be closing off the intersection of 39th Street and 50th Avenue over the next 2 days. The closure is set to begin at 7 a.m. Saturday and finish Sunday night around 7. Now, all of this, weather permitting, crews will be repairing and paving the road surface as part of the North-South Corridor project. Well, 2 Lloydminster men are facing a hefty fine after altering the shoreline at Crystal Beach on Lac d'Iles without a permit. Conservation officers investigated a complaint in July last year and found that the vegetation had been cleared down to the edge of the water. Lauren Newcomb and Dwayne Springer of Lloydminster were fined a total of $11,200 and issued an environmental protection order. Well, a piece of Lloydminster's history is receiving a new lease on life thanks to volunteers and community donations. St. Peter's Church on Stony Creek is in the middle of major renovations. This after serving the community for more than 100 years. And it's been a long time coming, according to caretakers, as they have been fundraising for the project since the late 90s. Barb Padiesic has more on how the community is restoring the heritage site.
Nestled in the hills north of Lloydminster, this little church site can be easily missed if you're not looking hard enough. But within these old walls is a story of new beginnings and one of the first signs of a growing agriculture community. John Bernard Walker remembers it how it once was. His father originally came from England and worked as a pastor in this very room.
He wanted to farm, and so he farmed and took service for anybody that needed a minister for spare time.
Outside the church lies a connecting cemetery with the names of early settlers engraved in stone.
We have bar colonists in our cemetery, sons of bar colonists. We have, and then there's other people just that have been in this community for years and years.
Originally built in 1908, the church was blown down by a cyclone in 1912. It was rebuilt 1 year later, but the years have not been kind to the old chapel. Now the church is receiving a new lease on life. Volunteers rebuilt the roof and added new walls. But church caretaker Sylvia says there is still a lot more work to do.
The whole interior is, so it all needs new gyprock, and we need more tongue and groove along the bottom of the church, and new carpets, some new lintel, just clean up the pews and refurbish the chairs.
An important project, according to Reverend Michael Stonehouse, as he explains the church was one of the many designed by George Lloyd, the Anglican bishop that helped found the city of Lloydminster.
It's part of our heritage, part of the whole sort of bar colony, how that was set up, and part of the vision that Mr. Barr had and Mr. Lloyd had, of bringing people out to this area. I mean, it's part of our history, part of our heritage.
Now work is paused as organizers wait on quotes from local contractors. But when the project is complete, Walker says he's excited to see the place filled with churchgoers again, something that would make his father smile. Bart Pediasic, Newcap News.
Well, the weekend is upon us, and there's plenty happening in and around the border city. If you're looking for plans, Heather Clagus has some ideas in this week's What's Happening.
It's Chuck Wagon Week here in Lloydminster, and the CPCA finals will wrap up on Sunday, but Saturday night, it's party night with the Chuck Wagon Cabaret. Dallas Smith is going to be in town. He's nominated for a number of CCMA awards this year, including Male Artist of the Year, and I know you've heard him on Lloyd FM. He's got Tippin' Point, Slow Rollin'. You've got a chance to see him live Saturday night here at the Lloyd Ex. If you want to pick up tickets in advance, you can get them at Lamley. This weekend, this sweet ride is going to be handed out, but you've got a chance to hop in your sweet ride on Saturday and help out the MS Society as they host their poker rally. You register at A&W on the west end of Lloydminster on Saturday morning. Then you get to take a tour of the countryside. It will include stops in Marwayne and St. Paul. Registration only $25, and you're helping out a great cause, the MS Society of Lloydminster. Maybe you've got a bit of downtime between the races here at the Lloyd Ex over the weekend. Well, we've got some great music to help you gear up for the races. It's brand new music from Roseanne Cash, The River and the Thread. If you want a copy, it's really easy. All you have to do is email your name and daytime phone number to tvcontests@newcap.ca. We want to say thanks to John at Universal Music Canada for setting us up with the music. And if you're looking for a weekend full of music, hitch up the RV and head to the Come by the Hills Festival. There's going to be live entertainment all day long tomorrow, including a performance by the Boom Chukka Boys. If you want more details, just head for their website, comebythehills.ca. Well, whatever you choose to do this weekend, I hope you have a great one. I'm Heather Clagus, and that's what's happening.